This is WARZONEJONES. It's my Monday Night War review. And I gotta say, we had a pretty good night of wrestling, particularly from the TNA side, if you ask me, because some of the things on the Raw side I've seen were a little, stupid. Apparently, R-Truth, Ron Killings, K-Quick, K-Crush, whatever the hell you want to call him, this guy apparently was blown to bits. I mean, the guy literally apparently got blown up. That was stupid. Let's be honest. That was stupid. But that's so WWE-ish, if that is a word, ish. That's so WWE, and with stuff like that. I just thought that was stupid. But I am in a good mood though because TNA. I just like TNA. We got some TNA was pretty good. It was good on Sunday, and it was good on today, Monday. And their pay-per-view was good. The Impact was good. It was just everything about TNA Impact, in my opinion, was good. Raw was an okay show, though. It was an okay show. It was pretty much SmackDown, but there's reasons for that. You probably know. But let's start off with Raw. The Raw started off with Triple H and the Straight Edge Society. Basically, these guys are going back and forth. Triple H even pretty much said why all the Raw guys were why they weren't on Raw, why they were still overseas. And but when the Straight Edge Society came out, Triple H and CM Punk, these guys going back and forth. It was a pretty good segment. These guys going back and forth. They're pretty much setting up the main event match for Raw later on. But after a while, these guys, the Straight Edge Society, they attack Triple H, and then Rey Mysterio comes out to save Triple H, and he does. He even gives a little flick of CM Punk's hair. And, he gets a little flick. It was a little bit. It was actually, pretty big. It got to the point where CM Punk had to wear a towel, in this one segment he did with Chris Jericho. He actually looked kind of funny, in my opinion. He had wore a towel on his head. But, that first segment pretty much sets up the main event for Raw. We're moving on. The guest host. This guest host, I guess he wasn't bad. I guess he was funny at times. But, I just didn't like that little segment. That little part with R-Truth getting blown up was just stupid in my opinion. But, I guess he was a little funny. He was a little funny. He wasn't necessarily bad. Some people probably didn't say he bad, but he was okay. The guy was okay. I'm not going to spend too much time on him, in his little match with Vladimir Kozlov, even though it was really none other than the Great Khali, who, from what I hear, he said it himself on SmackDown. I just seen him say it for him on SmackDown that he was going to take a couple of days off or a couple of months off, and then he's going to come back to be WWE champion. But, hey, it hasn't been a couple of months. But, they had to get a couple of guys on Raw. But he came in, basically beat up on Vladimir Kozlov, and then Vladimir Kozlov basically left and got counted out. These guys, that match ended in a count out. But you don't need to talk about that. But, apparently the guest host, he got a lot of WWE superstars in his new movie coming up. There's a bunch of them. It was the MVP. It was Chris Jericho. It was Mark Henry. And who else was it? I can't remember who everybody was, but it was like three more other guys. And the Great Khali was in there. The Big Show was in there, yeah. But you had that. Now let's talk about Raw. We are talking about Raw. Let's talk about Impact. Yeah, that's the show I really want to talk about. That was the show that clearly was the best show. Impact was good. Everything about Impact was good. This is what I want to see from TNA Impact as far as when it comes to wrestling and segments, because you had a lot of wrestling time on here, which is good, TNA. You're doing good. That's what we want to see from you. As far as when it comes to how many segments and how many wrestling matches. But, that's what we really want to see. TNA, the Impact, even the Divas match was, in my opinion, was pretty decent. It was entertaining. I thought the match was going to be like crap, but the match was actually pretty entertaining. The Knockouts match, we call it Divas match, but it's a knockout match. The knockout match was actually pretty good. They had a match between Jeff Hardy and Rob Van Dam, which was pretty much set up, between the segment between Jeff Hardy, Rob Van Dam, and AJ Styles. AJ Styles coming out in his promo. I liked his promo. He come out in his promo, talked about how he was the best, talked about how long he'd been in TNA. He talked about his victory at Lockdown. Then shortly around, RVD comes out, and Jeff Hardy comes out. These guys are talking about being the TNA World Champion. Then Hulk Hogan comes out trying to steal the spotlight. Some people might think. I really don't have a problem with Hogan being in TNA. A lot of people got a problem with Hogan being in TNA. But he comes out and he's he basically set up these matches between Jeff Hardy and RVD, and the winner gets a world title shot. And these guys wrestled each other. RVD and Jeff Hardy, these guys had a really good match in my opinion. These guys had a good match. You know, Jeff Hardy, in my opinion, all of Jeff Hardy's best matches are with Rob Van Dam. In my opinion, like his best of the best matches are with Rob Van Dam. All the matches that they had in the WWE were great. Like they were real great. But so these guys clearly got good chemistry. But RVD beats Jeff Hardy for for the #1 contendership later on to face AJ Styles for the TNA World Title. Moving on after that, you got a rematch for the Lethal Lockdown. So it was a 6-man tag, I believe. You got a rematch tag match. There's a couple of guys in there. You had a couple of botches from Rob Terry. I don't know why the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero, wasn't in this match, but you had Rob Terry, so I'm guessing he was filling in for him. But even though he wasn't part of the team, but that's the guy who you should have had, not Rob Terry, because Rob Terry he botched. I mean, he botched a couple of times. He botched when he was trying to gorilla press slam Desmond Wolfe, and then he even tripped over Sting. Somehow Sting got under his legs and tripped him, and he tripped over Sting when Sting was trying to roll out the ring somehow. And he even had Orlando Jordan. Orlando Jordan, you clearly about to get Orlando Jordan and Rob Terry feud. A lot of people probably won't like that. I clearly don't like that. But, Rob Terry is improving. He clearly is getting the push. But I think the guy is improving. I'm still not necessarily a fan of his, but he is improving nonetheless, I think. That's Raw. You had a match between The Undertaker and Jack Swagger, and Jack Swagger lost. God, like, what the hell was you doing? Like, give me a break. Why is Jack Swagger losing? This match should have ended in a DQ or a count out or something like that. Like, not in a 1, 2, 3 pinfall. The Undertaker and the Undertaker pinned Jack Swagger. It was a good match, but he shouldn't have beat Jack Swagger. Not with no 1, 2, 3 count. Not no submission or nothing. At least in my opinion, Jack Swagger should either won or he should have won by some type of like count out or DQ or something. Like, he's the world champion. Like, he had a good match with Edge and Chris Jericho. He won that match, and then you should let him win this match somehow. And then you got this pay-per-view coming up, so build on the momentum. And these guys wasn't there. Randy Orton and Cena, they wasn't there in person to help hype up that pay-per-view. But I don't want to talk about that all day because I clearly am. So let's move on to the biggest thing of the night. Period. Biggest thing of the night. Period. AJ Styles versus Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam and AJ Styles. These guys had a pretty good match. Real good match, When I seen a couple people's views, particularly PSU Peter, he said he doesn't agree with RVD winning the TNA World title because RVD, he's your new TNA World Champion. And all I got to say is I ain't got no problem with Rob Van Dam being TNA World Champion. If Rob Van Dam is going to help draw money, help draw all these people come in, or just help TNA with their buy rates, help TNA grow, period. If he can do a better job than AJ Styles with that belt, then why not? Why not? I mean, why not? So, Rob Van Dam is your new TNA World World Champion. These guys had a pretty good match. I don't know if this feud is probably going to continue, up to a sacrifice. So this feud is going to continue between AJ Styles and RVD. So, this feud isn't over. AJ isn't done just yet. But, so we'll see where their feud go. So, TNA was better than Raw, in my opinion. Impact was better than Raw, in my opinion. And that's all I got to pretty much say. TNA was good. Raw was okay. They had a lot of stupid shenanigans on Raw, but hey, it's Raw. What do you expect? So, this is WARZONEJONES. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. And I'm out.